Hello. Have you ever imagined if money started appearing in your life like magic? Yes, I'm serious. Imagine waking up and seeing that, out of nowhere, your financial situation began to improve rapidly. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But what if I told you it could become reality? I know it might seem hard to believe, especially if you're going through a time where every penny counts. The fear of not having enough, of not being able to pay the bills at the end of the month, or having to say no to things your children ask for because it's simply out of your reach. These are real pains, and I deeply understand that. Now, here's the good news. Elainne Ourives has developed a method that promises to attract money instantaneously. Yes, you heard right, instantaneously. This method is not just an empty promise. It's a tested technique that has already helped thousands of people transform their financial lives. So, if you're tired of worrying about money and ready for a change, stay with me until the end of this video. Let's dive together into this solution that can start bringing abundance into your life faster than you ever imagined possible. And let's move on to the first tip. But before that, just check if you are subscribed to the channel, because the next videos will be about a series of contents that will help you improve your financial life. Once upon a time, in a city full of dreams and opportunities, there was a very special person named Alex. Alex had a big dream, to make a difference in the world and help people lead better lives. But, like many of us, Alex faced a major challenge, not knowing exactly where to start the journey to achieve those dreams. And sometimes, Alex felt a bit lost, unsure how to change life for the better. One day, while walking thoughtfully through the park, Alex sat down under an old tree and began to reflect. How can I change my life? How can I make my work grow and help more people? Alex thought. At that moment, a gentle breeze passed by and seemed to whisper in Alex's ear. Start with small steps, Alex. Small changes can lead to great results. Inspired by this simple truth, Alex decided it was time to act. But not just any action, a thoughtful and directed action. Alex knew there was much to learn and that the journey wouldn't be easy, but was determined to do whatever necessary to turn dreams into reality. Back at home, Alex took a large piece of paper and began to write down everything that needed changing and improving. Questions emerged in Alex's mind like small rays of light. How can I be more productive? How can I learn more about finance? What can I do to better connect with the people I want to help? Each question was a seed of change, ready to be planted and nurtured. Alex realized that this journey would be about discovering answers, but more importantly, it would be about discovering oneself. With determination and an open mind to learn, Alex was ready to take the first steps on a journey that would change life forever. Once upon a time, in a world not so far away, there was a curious character named Alex. After deciding to change their life and help others, Alex found themselves in front of a vast sea of information. But among so many new things to learn, one special word caught their attention: frequency. Alex had heard that everything in the universe, from the stars to thoughts, vibrates at a certain frequency. But what did that really mean? Intrigued, Alex went to the local library and began to explore books on physics, spirituality, and science. They soon discovered that the idea of frequency was much more fascinating and useful than they had imagined. Everything in the universe, Alex found, has a unique vibration, as if each star, each flower, and each thought had its own secret music. One book in particular, called The Waves That Shape the Universe, completely captured Alex's imagination. The book explained how frequencies are not just numbers and theories, but are the essence of how reality is formed and transformed. If everything vibrates, Alex thought, then changing the frequency of our thoughts and emotions could really change our reality? With this new knowledge, Alex began to experiment. Every morning, before starting the day, Alex would sit in silence and try to feel their own frequency. At first, it was difficult. But with practice, they began to feel a light vibration, a soft hum that seemed to say they were on the right path. Excited by this discovery, Alex began to apply this concept to everything. When learning something new, they tried to tune into the frequency of understanding and clarity. When helping someone, they tried to vibrate at the frequency of compassion and patience. And, incredibly, things began to change. Welcome to an incredible journey through the power of our thoughts and how they shape the reality we live in. Yes, you heard right. Thoughts have such a great force that they can alter the world around you. Let's understand how this works. Imagine that your mind is like a powerful radio station, but instead of transmitting music, it transmits thoughts. Each thought you have is like a radio wave sent out into the universe. These waves don't just disappear. They interact with everything around you, influencing and being influenced. But here's the secret. Thoughts are not just words or ideas that pass through your head. They are pure energy. Modern physics teaches us that everything in the universe, at the most fundamental level, is made up of energy. This includes our thoughts. When you have a thought, it is not confined just to your mind. It extends outward, interacting with the energy of other people and your environment. Now, think about how you use this powerful tool every day. When you focus on negative thoughts like fear and doubt, you are essentially tuning your internal radio station to a frequency that can bring more negativity into your life. It's like tuning into a radio station that only plays sad songs. This affects your mood and your actions. On the other hand, when you choose to focus on positive thoughts, like hope and gratitude, you adjust your frequency to attract positivity. It's like switching to a station that plays your favorite songs. This not only improves your day but also has the potential to transform your life, attracting positive circumstances and opportunities. So, how can we apply this powerful knowledge? Start by observing your thoughts daily. Notice which frequencies you are most tuned into. If you find that many of your thoughts are negative, don't worry. The beauty of the human brain is that it is adaptable. Let's talk about something truly amazing: the impact that our emotions have on our lives. Did you know that what you feel can directly influence what happens around you? That's right, our emotions are not just internal reactions. They are powerful broadcasters of energy that affect the world around us. Imagine your emotions as waves of energy that flow from you and interact with everything and everyone they encounter. These waves are not visible, but they are very real, just like radio waves that we cannot see, but we know are there because we can hear the music they transmit. When you feel something deeply, whether it's joy, sadness, fear, or love, you are creating powerful energy that has the potential to change not just your own internal state but also to influence the people and situations around you. Positive emotions, such as love, joy, and gratitude, tend to send out high-frequency waves. These are like beautiful melodies that attract positive experiences and people into your life. Think of it as tuning your radio station to a frequency that plays happy and inspiring songs, bringing more happiness and inspiration to your day. On the other hand, negative emotions, like anger, fear, and sadness, emit low-frequency waves. These can attract experiences and people who vibrate at the same low frequency. It's as if your radio station is playing sad or disturbing songs, which can make you feel more down. The heart is particularly powerful in this process. Studies show that the electromagnetic field of the heart is much more extensive than that of the brain. This means that the emotions you feel in your heart can have a huge impact not only on you but also on the people around you. It's as if your heart were a super transmitter, capable of sending strong signals that can really shape your reality. So, how can you use this power to your advantage? Start by cultivating more positive emotions in your life. Practice gratitude every day. Look for reasons to be joyful, share love and kindness. The more you can keep your heart and mind at a positive frequency, the more you will attract good things into your life. Are you an emotional person? Do you usually make decisions based on emotion or reason? Drop a comment and I'll help you out. Once upon a time, there was a small town called Harmony, where all the residents knew the secret of high vibration. In this town, there was a young woman named Luna, known to everyone for her contagious joy and bright smile. Luna firmly believed in the power of high vibrations to transform lives, and she was determined to spread this magic wherever she went. One day, while Luna was walking through the town park, she met an old sage named Mr. Wind, who was sitting under a tree, calmly watching the sunset. Curious, Luna approached and asked about the secret to his serenity. Mr. Wind smiled and began to tell her about the power of frequencies and how they shape our reality. Energy and vibration, he began, are the foundations of everything in the universe. Every thought, every emotion you feel, emits a frequency that can attract similar circumstances. Intrigued, Luna wanted to know more about how she could use this knowledge to help others. Mr. Wind explained that the key was to maintain a high vibration frequency, characterized by feelings of love, joy, gratitude, and peace. He suggested that Luna start a small experiment. Dedicate an entire day to consciously choosing thoughts and actions that would elevate her vibration. The next day, Luna woke up determined to transform her day. She started with morning meditation, focusing on thoughts of gratitude. While preparing her coffee, she hummed a cheerful melody, and to every person she met along the way, Luna offered a sincere compliment or a gesture of kindness. As the day went on, something wonderful began to happen. The people around Luna seemed happier, the conversations were more positive, and even the sky seemed clearer. Luna felt as if a wave of good energy was spreading throughout the entire town of Harmony. At the end of the day, Luna returned to the park to meet Mr. Wind and share her experiences. She was radiant with the transformation she had witnessed. The sage smiled and said, "You see, Luna, when you raise your own frequency, you're not just changing your life, but also affecting everyone around you. You create a wave of high vibration that can literally transform the world." In a village called Prosperity, people lived according to the laws of abundance and scarcity, two powerful forces that shaped their lives in distinct ways. Among the inhabitants, there was a young man named Theo, who, from a young age, was taught about the importance of choosing the frequency of abundance. Theo grew up listening to stories from his grandfather about how the mind can be a fertile garden where thoughts of prosperity are cultivated or a barren land overtaken by weeds of scarcity. His grandfather always said, "Theo, remember, where you plant your beliefs, there you will harvest your results." Intrigued by these stories, Theo decided to conduct an experiment to better understand these concepts. He took two young plants and decided to care for each in a different way, representing the concepts of abundance and scarcity. For the plant of abundance, Theo spoke positive words, watered it adequately, and ensured it received plenty of sunlight. For the plant of scarcity, he limited the water, avoided speaking to it, and left it in a dark corner. Over time, the plant of abundance flourished with vibrant flowers and green leaves, while the plant of scarcity withered and seemed to struggle for life. Theo observed every day how his actions and words directly influenced the growth of each plant. Theo shared his findings with the community at a meeting in the village square. With both plants by his side, he explained how the experiment was a reflection of the choices we all make daily in our lives. Just like these plants, Theo said, our lives reflect the kind of energy we invest in them. If we nurture thoughts of abundance, we will prosper. If we let ourselves be carried by scarcity, our life will reflect that negativity. Inspired by Theo, the inhabitants of prosperity began to apply these lessons in their lives, consciously choosing to cultivate abundance instead of resigning themselves to scarcity. Addressing frequency and reality requires understanding that everything around us, including ourselves, is influenced by invisible vibrations that determine what we attract into our lives. This concept may seem a bit abstract at first, but once you grasp it, you'll see how crucial it is in shaping your life experience. Frequency, in simple terms, is the rate at which something occurs or is repeated. In the context of our personal reality, it refers to the vibratory rate of our thoughts, emotions, and the energy we emit. Each thought or emotion generates a vibration that resonates in the environment around us. Our reality is directly influenced by our predominant frequency. If you are frequently in a state of fear, worry, or negativity, your low frequency attracts more situations that perpetuate these feelings. On the other hand, if you maintain a high frequency, full of positivity, hope, and optimism, you attract experiences that reflect those states. For many of us, there is a desire to change aspects of our lives that are not satisfying, whether in terms of career, relationships, or health. However, attempts to change that focus only on external actions without considering the internal frequency often fail to produce lasting results. Changing your frequency is essential because it is the most fundamental level at which you interact with the universe. Like a radio tuned to different stations, your life can change dramatically depending on the frequency you choose to tune into. It all starts with awareness of your own patterns of thought and emotion. Notice when you are operating from a low frequency and consciously choose to adjust your focus. Practices like meditation help to calm the mind and raise your frequency. Mindfulness, or being present in the moment, often operates at a higher frequency than worrying about the past or the future. Cultivating gratitude daily can transform your life perspective, raising your frequency by focusing on what is positive in your life. Exploring the idea of vibrating at the frequency of the millionaire self involves understanding that prosperity starts from the inside out. Many people aspire to financial wealth, but not everyone achieves this goal. The difference often lies in the vibrational frequency that each person maintains. The frequency of the millionaire self is not just about having a lot of money, but rather adopting a state of mind and emotion that attracts and sustains wealth. It is a combination of confidence, positivity, clear vision, and a deep sense of deservingness and capability. It all starts with the belief that there is more than enough for everyone. This mindset of abundance removes the fear of scarcity and opens up space for more creativity and opportunities. Practice visualizing yourself as having already achieved your desired state of wealth. Imagine how you would feel, what you would do, and how you would interact with others. This technique helps to adjust your internal frequency to match that of a millionaire. While the right mindset and emotions are fundamental, they must be combined with actions that align with your wealth goals. This could include investing in your education, starting businesses, or learning about finance and investments. Maintaining a grateful heart and being generous with others helps to reinforce the mindset of abundance. This also creates a positive cycle of giving and receiving, essential for maintaining the wealth frequency. In a peaceful seaside town called Clarity, there lived an artist named Eva. Eva was known for her vibrant paintings that captured the essence of marine and coastal life. However, despite her talent, Eva struggled to sell her works and maintain a financially stable life. She felt something needed to change but didn't know where to start. One day, while walking on the beach collecting shells for her next piece, Eva met an old fisherman named Mr. Morello. Watching the waves, Mr. Morello began to talk about the importance of being in tune with the rhythm of the sea to fish successfully. Intrigued, Eva asked how this applied to her art. Mr. Morello explained that, just as he needed to align his rhythm with the tides to fish, Eva needed to align her frequency with the reality she wanted to create. He said that life, like the sea, responds to the energy we emit, and adjusting that energy could change the tides in her favor. Motivated by Mr. Morello's advice, Eva began to explore ways to align her frequency with that of success and prosperity. She started each day with meditation, focusing on visualizations of galleries filled with people admiring and buying her paintings. She transformed her studio into a space of positive and creative vibrations and began to talk about her works with confidence and enthusiasm. Over time, Eva's internal changes began to reflect in her external reality. More people started visiting her studio. A local gallery, impressed with her new series of paintings, offered her a solo exhibition. Sales of her works increased, and she began to receive orders from other cities. Eva realized that by changing her internal frequency, not only did her sales improve, but her perception of herself as an artist also transformed. In the picturesque village of Windy Peaks, known for its challenging mountains and ever-changing skies, there lived a young climber named Leo. Leo was known for his determination and passion for climbing, but he faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Storm Peak, a mountain no climber from the village had conquered due to its extreme and unpredictable weather conditions. Leo had attempted to climb Storm Peak several times, but but he was always forced to retreat due to sudden storms and violent winds. Each failure left Leo discouraged, questioning his ability and even his purpose as a climber. One day, while preparing for another attempt, Leo met a woman named Mrs. Aura, a retired meteorologist who lived at the base of the mountain. Noticing Leo's discouragement, Mrs. Aura shared with him a little-known secret. The mountain responds to the energy you bring to it. If you climb with fear and doubt, the storms will seem fiercer. But if you ascend with confidence and peace, you will find a clearer path. Intrigued and inspired by Mrs. Aura's advice, Leo began to work on his internal frequency. Before each climb, he meditated, focusing on thoughts of confidence and visualizing himself at the mountain's summit. He trained his body and mind to vibrate on the frequency of success and overcoming, not just survival. With his new approach, Leo faced Storm Peak once again. This time, although the weather was still challenging, he noticed subtle changes. The breaks in the weather seemed more frequent, and his mind was clearer, his determination firmer. With each step, he felt as if the mountain was responding to his new frequency, guiding him upward. Finally, after hours of resilient climbing, Leo reached the peak. Looking out over the world below, he deeply understood how the frequency of his emotions and thoughts had shaped his journey. He had not only overcome the physical challenge but had also transformed within, learning that the greatest obstacles are often surmounted by the strength of our internal vibration. Maintaining a consistently positive vibration is one of the fundamental pillars for a fulfilling and satisfying life. The frequency at which we vibrate can be influenced by a myriad of factors, from our daily interactions to the media we consume. Understanding and applying practices that help maintain a high vibration can transform not just individual moments, but the entire trajectory of our lives. Positive vibrations are not just a state of mind. They are a form of energy that directly influences our health, well-being, and the opportunities we attract. When we maintain a high vibration, we are more likely to attract positive circumstances and repel negative influences. This happens because the universal law of attraction responds to the frequency we emit. Starting and ending the day by enumerating things we are grateful for can transform our perspective and elevate our vibration. Gratitude helps us focus on what we have, not on what we lack. These practices help to center the mind, reduce stress, and cultivate an inner peace that is essential for maintaining a high vibration. Even a few minutes a day can have a significant impact. Being aware of the types of media we consume is crucial. Avoiding news and entertainment that promote negativity and choosing content that inspires and uplifts can make a big difference in our overall vibration. The people around us can have a significant impact on our energy. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, positive, and motivating people can help keep our own vibration at a high level. Life is a continuous learning process, where each experience, whether initially perceived as positive or negative, carries valuable lessons within it. The way we interpret and learn from these experiences can have a profound impact on our vibration and, consequently, on the reality we manifest around us. Every moment of our life offers an opportunity for growth and expansion. When we face challenges or adverse situations, we are compelled to find new solutions, adapt our strategies, and often revisit and adjust our beliefs and attitudes. These adjustments are essential to maintain a high vibration and attract positive outcomes. After each significant experience, take some time to reflect on what happened. Ask yourself, what has this taught me? And how can I use this learning to improve? This conscious reflection transforms experiences into applicable wisdom. Writing down your experiences and the lessons learned can be a powerful tool for personal growth. It not only helps to consolidate the learning, but also provides a clear view of your progress over time. Sometimes, fully understanding an experience requires the perspective of another person. Seeking feedback from friends, family, or mentors can provide additional insights and help adjust your perception and future reactions. The true value of learning lies in its application. Try implementing the lessons learned in real situations. This not only reinforces the learning, but can also improve your ability to handle similar situations in the future. Well, we're moving on to the last tip. But before that, I noticed you haven't left your like on this video yet, which is very important for YouTube to continue promoting our content and so we can continue helping you. So, go ahead and leave your like on this video, it's free. In a vibrant city called Growth, there lived a teacher named Clara. Clara was known for her ability to turn life lessons into inspiring stories for her students. She believed that every experience, whether in the classroom or outside it, had the potential to teach something valuable. Through her journey, Clara learned the art of integrating these lessons with the frequency she wanted to cultivate in her life. Clara had a garden at her home, which she affectionately called the Garden of Lessons. Each plant in the garden represented a lesson she had learned over the years. There was the rose of resilience, the sunflower of gratitude, and many other plants, each symbolizing a quality or a lesson. Every day, as she tended to her garden, Clara reflected on the lessons associated with each plant. She taught her students that, just like plants need water, light, and nutrients to grow, life lessons need to be nurtured with reflection, understanding, and practical application to truly take root and flourish in their lives. Inspired by her interaction with her own garden, Clara started a project at school called Garden of Life Lessons. She invited her students to choose a recent experience from which they had learned something significant and to associate that lesson with a plant they would care for at school. The students dove into the project with enthusiasm. They began to see their daily experiences as opportunities for learning, reflecting on them, and discussing their findings in groups. Each plant in the school garden began to symbolize a personal story of growth and learning, transforming the space into a vibrant environment of sharing and reflection. Over time, Clara and her students observed something fascinating. Just like the seasons change, life lessons sometimes need time to be absorbed and integrated. They learned that some lessons are like seeds that sprout quickly, while others are like bulbs that need time to germinate and bloom. Hey, are you ready to use everything you've learned? Remember, the cool things we discover only make a difference if we truly use them. So, how about starting right now? Don't wait until tomorrow or later, because every day is super important. Think of it this way: if we have tools to build a toy castle, but never use those tools, the castle will never appear, right? It's the same thing with the tips we talked about today. If you use them, you can build a lot of good things in your life, like having more money to buy those cool games or that dream vacation. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving upcoming content. See you in the next video.